In the quietest moments, I felt the weight of loneliness the most. The way the world seems to move on without me. I used to think loneliness was a kind of punishment, a reminder that I hadn't done enough to belong to someone or somewhere. But that belief began to shape on an otherwise unremarkable Tuesday morning. I had gone for a walk to clear my mind, wandering to the park near my house. The trees were bare, the branches reaching skyward as if they were searching for something to do. As I paused to catch my breath, a small bird landed on a low branch just a few feet away. It chirped once, then twice, before fluttering away. That tiny moment held more meaning than I expected. The bird wasn't waiting for the perfect day, the perfect branch, or the perfect audience. It simply existed, present, alive, and singing. That evening, I dusted off my old journal and began writing not about what I didn't have, but about what I had. I appreciated the warm sunlight that peeked through the window each morning, the scent of coffee in my kitchen, and the way I could spend hours lost in a book. Slowly, I realized that loneliness wasn't my enemy. It was a quiet companion, urging me to rediscover myself. Weeks passed, and I ventured out more, not just to escape the silence, but to embrace the world outside my door. I joined a gym class, introduced myself to the local baker, and even smiled at strangers during my walks. Piece by piece, I built a bridge from my solitude to connection. I learned that loneliness wasn't a wall, but a mirror. When I stopped running from it, I saw something extraordinary. Me, myself, and I. I am capable, resilient, and enough.